Hey everybody, welcome back. And today I am building a PC to go in my game room and sit with all my filthy consoles. Just kidding guys, that's totally not what this video is about. This video is not me trying to convince you to be a PC gamer over a console gamer. This video is not me trying to show you how to build a console killer. This is not even about PCs versus consoles on a whole. What this video is about is I've seen some PCs versus consoles debates, including a couple from YouTubers, just stating the reasons why they're console gamers over PC gamers. And they made a lot of points, a lot of them were valid. One of them, though, kind of stuck out with me. And I was building this computer anyway, and I thought, it'd be kind of nice to show people that they do have an option. And that reason is a lot of them don't want to sit at a desk. They don't want to play on a keyboard. They don't want to play on a mouse. And I understand that. A lot of games just don't really translate well to that. Like racing games, platformers. I don't like to use a keyboard and mouse for those. So I've typically gotten those on consoles, but now I can play a lot of them on this and not have to worry about it because this computer is going to be able to sit in my entertainment center with my consoles peacefully without any bloodshed. It's nice that you can have options. You don't have to limit yourself to consoles and you don't have to limit yourself to PCs. I just never understood that mentality, but I digress. That's for another video, which I might get into later. But anyhow, we've got a bunch of parts here. Let's put this thing together. Before I start putting this thing together, I just wanted to go over the parts real quick and why I decided to go with them. For the case, I went with the Fractal Node 202 for two simple reasons: looks and form factor. I wanted a case that looked like it belonged in an entertainment center sitting with all my consoles, and this pulls that off nicely. For the processor, I went with the Intel Core i3-6100. At the time, it was the best value on the market. I also decided to go with a different cooler to go on top, but I wanted something that cooled a little bit better and didn't sound like a jet engine. So I went with the Noctua NHL9i, which at the low end will cool pretty much just as well as the Intel cooler, but at the high end actually does cool quite a bit better. For the power supply, I went with a Corsair 450 SF. This is a small form factor power supply. It fits, and Corsair makes good power supplies, and it has a decent efficiency rating. It's also fully modular, which makes cable management a lot easier. For the motherboard, I went with the Gigabyte H110i, simply because it just had the features I was looking for and it didn't cost a ton. For memory, I went with Kingston HyperX Fury, and it's 8 gigabytes of DDR4. And for the drive, I went with a 480 gigabyte SSD, also from Kingston. Now, for the graphics card, I went with an EVGA Gaming SC GTX 1060. Jeez, that's a mouthful. But I went with this because at the time I got it for a great deal. It's a great card and it keeps quite cool, and it pairs well with the i3, which will have no problem feeding this card. However, if I want to move up to a 1070 or better in the future, I will need to move up to an i5. To control it, I decided to go with Xbox 360 wired controllers. But you can also get a Bluetooth adapter and use wireless 360 controllers, PS3 controllers, Xbox One, PS4, the list goes on. And that's something I may do in the future. Instead of a keyboard and mouse, if I need that sort of thing, I have this Air Mouse, which is nice because it has a keyboard on the flip side, so I don't have to have some huge setup while I'm sitting on my couch just to control Windows if I need to. So there you have it. It is all done and ready for me to install Windows, put all the games on it, and get it configured. Personally, I think it looks really good. It's really quiet. And I think it looks really good sitting in the entertainment center with all the consoles. And furthermore, I think they can all live harmoniously without any bloodshed. So one thing I think is apparently obvious, this was not a tutorial on how to build a PC. I have no intentions of making one of those. Even though that's what I do for a living, is work on computers, fix electronics and things like that. I think there are channels that do that better, and I don't think I really have anything to add. Besides, this is a gaming channel, not a computer channel. If that's something you guys want to see, I suggest you check out Jay's 2 Cents, Bitwit, formerly Awesome Sauce Network, or Paul's Hardware. Those are 3 great computer channels that really dive into that more so than I do here. So if you want to see a tutorial on it, I suggest going over there. However, if that's something you want to see me do in the future, just let me know. If enough of you want me to do one, I'll do one. But anyhow, guys, thanks for tuning in. And as usual, if you have any comments or especially questions, just leave them down below. And I will catch you guys with the next video.